My name is Debbie Hoffman, and I'm a reference librarian here at the Warren Newport Public Library. Who doesn't love Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen? It's a classic. Everybody knows it. Everybody's read it or has watched the movies, which of course are wonderful too. Jane Austen, I think, better than anybody else, really showed the limitations that women had at Elizabeth Bennet's time. They were limited by who they knew, what they could do with their lives, and what their families were like. In Pride and Prejudice, of course, you really see Liz and Jane and the Bennet family struggle with what they were going to do, and of course with Darcy and Bingley. There's a new interest in reimagining these classic books, and Curtis Sittenfeld, who is a best-selling author of prep, does it. And in her book, Eligible, Liz, no longer Elizabeth, but Liz Bennet, is a journalist in New York, and her sister Jane is a yoga instructor, and of course the Bennets all still live together back in Ohio. They go back because Mr. Bennet has gotten ill, so Jane and Liz make the trek back, and at a dinner party they meet Bingley, Chip Bingley, who is a doctor, and also on a TV show that is kind of similar to like The Bachelor. It's called The Eligible, and he is one of those eligible bachelors. His friend Darcy is kind of a dour neurosurgeon who is, pretty goal-oriented, work-oriented, and he and Liz, of course, don't hit it off, just as Elizabeth and Darcy did not hit it off. But Jane and Chip do. Jane would like to get married, would like to start a family. Chip isn't quite sure that that's for him. This is not, I think once you read the first one, I don't know if you can really appreciate Eligible. Maybe if you were a young person reading it for the first time, you would really like it. If you're going to read something like this, read the original, Pride and Prejudice. You can't beat it. It's wonderful. The one thing that I have to say that she does do in Eligible is, again, she shows the limitations and some of the kind of the underside of our country, and the fact that Eligible is so popular and everybody knows who Bingley is. So maybe our realism TV shows can be equated as very similar to what they were doing back in Jane Austen's time with the dances and the parties and trying to get to know each other that way. Again, this is Eligible. It's a reimagining of Pride and Prejudice. If you're going to look for something like this, go with the original.